Hey, what is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the new and improved Sorta Interesting podcast. My name is Christian Patton, and with me, as always, my co-host, a man who once rode a bike without a seat and didn't know it was missing. He's my little boy and your favorite, everybody, Myles, darling. What's up, Myles? How you doing, buddy?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, man. How you feeling after the last episode?
Feeling rejuvenated, man.
Yeah.
I feel like this is flowing so well.
We
it's so
are
organic,
fully
man.
back, ladies and gentlemen. And just a little reminder to everyone, we are temporarily becoming a full-time MCU podcast, reviewing 41 movies in 41 weeks, leading up to the release of Avengers Doomsday coming out December 18th, which leads us to week 2 today with the franchise that really started it all for Uncle CP here, X-Men 1. But Myles, if the folks would like to find our back catalog of our podcast, please tell them where they could find us.
Plug. Our
Plug walk, baby.
Plug. It's where you can find our podcast at sortainteresting.com. Sorry, I'm having a little
Cyclops is having a little.
My eyes are watering a little bit.
I didn't even put my claws on. What's up, everybody? It's me. It's Wolverine.
It's hard
How you
adjusting.
doing?
How you doing? It's fucking Wolverine.
Hey guys,
yeah?
it's Cyclops. How you doing?
Our website, sortainteresting.com, where you can find all our audio and video podcasts in one spot. Instagram at Sorta Interesting Podcast. Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and anywhere podcasts are available. Just search Sorta Interesting.
Let me pause you right there. Ladies and gentlemen, we did have a little snafu last week with our podcast going on Apple Podcasts, on Spotify. I just uploaded that episode today. And I just checked it. It is on there, so go find us on Spotify. But we've been up on YouTube, so go check that out.
We've fielded the backlash, and we
I had so many messages in my DMs.
An
Where the
apology.
fuck
We have to
is
do
the
a
Spotify?
apology video. My bad. YouTube.com/sortainteresting and Patreon.com/sortainteresting.
And gang, go check out our last episode from last week where we reviewed Blade. It was what we call in the biz a humdinger, Myles. It was a hell of a return. Not to toot our own horn or anything, but there were many people in our lives asking when this podcast would return. So now y'all can zip it. All right, we're back. We're fully back. We're back on YouTube. We're back on the Spotify. We're back on SoundCloud. Go check out our Patreon. Go toss us a couple bucks here. But let's get into some production details for X-Men, Myles.
Please.
Release date, July 14th, 2000. Do the quick math for me. How old were we?
7
years old when that movie came out. Director, Bryan Singer. You know him. Unfortunately, some people do know him. Known for The Usual Suspects, X-Men, X-Men 2, Superman Returns. Oof. Gosh, what a big oof. Valkyrie. Did you watch Valkyrie with Tom Cruise? I did not watch that one.
Is that the... Wait,
that's the one where he's like a Nazi spy.
Oh,
or
hell
something.
yeah, dude. I saw that actually.
I'm into spy shit. I really should check that one out.
I actually hadn't seen that for such a long time until maybe last year. I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah? Okay. Yeah. I got to go check that out.
Tommy.
Tom Cruise as a spy, I'm fucking in.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Nazis,
just,
come on.
It's just Mission Impossible set in like World War II, it sounds like. X-Men Days of Future Past, X-Men Apocalypse, big oof, even bigger oof than fucking Superman Returns. And Bohemian Rhapsody, which overrated in my opinion. Writers, Tom DeSanto hasn't written anything else. Bryan Singer, of course. And if I say this name, are you going to know who this is? David Hayter. David Hayter, known for, we've actually covered him before. He did The Scorpion King. He did Watchmen. Which,
shit.
Dude, I just watched Watchmen again. Holy shit. That movie fucking holds the fuck
Yeah,
up,
that
dude.
thing.
Watchmen is so fucking good.
That movie fucks.
Dr. Manhattan's, first of all, his penis is out there.
Yeah.
I just swing all over the
show?
place. In both.
Oh,
the
yeah.
show and the movie.
Oh, shit. That's right.
Better in the show though. His
Oh my God,
his
way better in the show.
Shout out to Yaya. But man, that movie holds up. And most importantly, this man David Hayter, the voice of Solid Snake from Metal Gear. So yeah.
Hold up.
Snake, what happened? Snake.
Oh, I thought you gave me some Japanese.
As our brothers in overseas call him Snake-u. Budget estimated $75 million. For reference, Myles, Blade was $45 million. In box office worldwide gross of $296 million. Absolutely killed it. For reference, Blade only made $131 million. Runtime, a perfect runtime of 1 hour and 44 minutes. That's the fucking way it should be.
It's a sweet spot.
Listen, we're busy as shit nowadays. Anything more than 2 hours, get it out of here. I don't have time for that. Even in this movie, hour 44, they maybe could have cut one or two things out to make it like hour 30, hour 25. But anyways, Myles, what were your initial thoughts after rewatching X-Men again for the first time and how long? When was the last time you watched this movie?
This is probably, like you said, this is like really where it kind of started for me and you
definitely.
and everyone in terms of like really remembering, because obviously I saw Blade before this, but I don't remember.
did?
I didn't
Wow.
really remember it. You know,
Yeah.
my parents had Xbox. They had HBO
Ooh,
all the time, so I got to see movies. I got to see Saving Private Ryan when it came.
Skinamax back in the day, God, real sex. Shout out to it.
Getting
Oh,
in
my
trouble,
goodness,
you know.
yeah.
But they didn't
Finger on
cancel
the
it.
on the previous button the entire time.
Just
Just waiting for like to hear a sound in the house.
just hear a little creak. They always knew. I don't get it. How? Anyways, they're probably watching the
you're
same thing.
fucking
You're probably
super
syncing the
silent.
audio. I know, right?
Because you're just making
quiet
zero
up there.
noise. The TV's on mute, and you're just fucking sitting there not doing anything. Yeah, there's thumbs up with you.
It was really, I didn't know anything about heroes, and really, I knew very little. You know, everybody knows Superman, everybody knows Batman, everybody knows like
Spider-Man.
yeah. Cyclops was foreign to me. You
What
know,
about the
aside
animated
from
series?
animated, this isn't something that I really equated to like being because it was the tone of the movie, the costumes, the way it was. I don't know. X-Men, it didn't really hit like a Marvel like nowadays that
Right.
where I associate it with.
was
I did
pretty
see X-Men
experimental back in the day.
animated series, but I didn't
Oh,
honestly
wow.
didn't see it until after. I didn't watch X-Men when I was younger.
Wow. So X-Men, the animated series, was not part of your your catalog back in the day. Wow. Okay.
No, but I dove into
Yeah.
it hard after that. You know,
So you knew who the
watching reruns.
characters were going into the movie though when you were a kid.
Yeah, I knew who the characters were. It just it seemed foreign to me just based on how the all black suits. You know, you're like I really didn't gravitate towards it initially, just because of that. You know, but the more
It was more aimed towards adults back in that day, for sure. Yeah. It
I
wasn't
think
really a
that's
kids
what was
movie.
going on. They like now they try to aim towards kids, right? And so
A little
now
more silly.
Yeah, so there's some of them are silly, the jokes, but I get it. I don't know. Initially, I thought it was okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't look too much into it. The one thing I remember the most is like Rogue and how much I really didn't like her when I was younger because I hated how she screamed.
That's
I hated
true.
how
A
she
lot of
just,
crying
like,
and screaming in this.
just shut the fuck up. I loved Logan.
Yeah,
obviously.
of course.
Wolverine is top tier. James Marsden, the Oakleys,
Shout out to him.
Halle Berry or Hallelujah,
Hallelujah. Oof.
and then Gene Baldy,
Famke Janssen.
Magnet
Xavier,
Head. No, I made up my own names for some of these people, and it's I don't know. I loved it.
Yeah.
Now
Now it's a classic, right? Now going back to it, it is a classic. But like I said before, this is where my nerd fandom for anything superhero related really all stems from this movie and this whole series or this whole franchise. I was very familiar with X-Men before this movie came out, which is an odd thing to say, right? We were 6, 7 years old, but I was deep into that animated series, even though it was, there was no on demand back then. Couldn't get it on DVD or anything. It was just whenever I was able to catch it on TV. But I was definitely into it. But not really into comic books at that time. I was, a dumb 6-year-old, so I couldn't really read that well at that time.
It's just whatever you could watch.
Yeah, exactly. Like I'm just looking at the pictures, but I honestly can't remember if I saw this movie in the theaters. Did you watch this in the movie theater?
No, I didn't watch. I watched X2 in the theaters.
I did
remember
too.
that.
Fuck yeah, I did.
I
Fuck
remember
yeah.
that.
Yeah, I don't remember watching in the theaters because I do remember when this movie came out on VHS. Until this day, I do remember getting that VHS. My mom went to Costco that day, and I didn't get to go with her. I don't know what happened. I was just like at my grandma's house, and I was bugging the shit out of her all day. I was like, just reminding her, like, hey, if there's X-Men there, please get the VHS for me. Please get it. And I remember sitting in the car, holding that VHS in my little hands and just studying every like part of that box and looking at all like, you remember VHSs with the pictures in the back used to have like stills and stuff of the actual movie. And unfortunately, that's like a thing that nowadays kids will just never be able to like, experience ever again.
Even with DVDs, like they had special features, and that. There was always like some
music,
extra
CDs.
Yeah.
Remember CDs used to have the booklet and it had the lyrics of the songs in there. So while you're listening to every track and every page have like its own artwork, but you know, it's
how I learned all
unfortunate.
of System of a Down.
There you go.
The entire first album, Toxicity.
That's how I learned.
that booklet.
Forgot about Dre. That's how I learned Eminem's part. Forgot about Dre. But you know, physical media in your hands, being excited to buy this thing going to the fucking store to buy physical media. You make your parents go with you. They buy it for you. They tell you to hold on to this thing. If you want to buy it, guess what? You got to hold it.
Yeah.
You bring it to the cash register. You pay for it.
Fuck that! I'm opening it up while I'm
that's
walking
what I'm saying.
around, right?
Once you get back to the car, it's like no holds barred.
Yeah.
Now I get to open it up. I get to look at everything
Smell it.
inside. But that car ride back home from like fucking Best Buy or Target, wherever you fucking went, it felt like it took hours just to get home after getting this thing.
Oh, I know where we live.
You
We
getting
take the back route.
You getting home, fucking zero priorities in your life other than enjoying this piece of content. And I don't know if we're ever gonna recreate that type of like joy ever again in life.
No.
Like everything is so instant gratification now. You want to watch a movie, you could stream it, you could buy
so
it
true,
immediately.
man.
You don't have to wait for it. You don't have to. You could just pirate things. It's like we'll never be able to experience that joy again.
The joy of a blockbuster on a Friday night.
Which I'm not mad at. I love being able to just type in a movie and get to watch it, but still that
thrill of the
that
chase.
blockbuster run on a Friday night
my God.
when your dad's just like, hey, let's get some movies. You want pizza?
Let's go fucking
like cook
wow.
pizza. Oh,
Mom's
my
not
God.
home. Let's
Mom's not-
go.
yeah, let's just get some fucking. Let's get
Remember
that
the
Jack
titty bar?
Frost
Let's
movie.
go.
Remember that Jack Frost like scary
Oh,
movie where it had like the
yes, dude. It was
holographic.
like, oh my
It
God.
had like the holographic picture on the front. I'm like, I want to watch this. This is the Michael Keaton one. No, that's not Michael Keaton. That's a different movie right there. But Myles, the big question is, does this movie still hold up in the year of our Lord 2026? And I'd say the answer is yes and no. You know, like I'd say yes because all the issues, right, the X-Men have been facing since their inception, really, and definitely in this movie, are still some of the same problems that we're facing today in this world. Right?
Oh yes. There's a lot of parallels.
Listen, you name any group of people in this country who's not a straight white male and put them in the X-Men's position. You know, gay people, trans people, black people, Mexicans, Asians, like they are all still facing these same prejudices that we are still facing today, right? And it's just apparent now with these movies. It's like, oh, nothing's really changed in the last like 30 years. Right?
Yeah.
But, you know, this isn't a political podcast. I'm not going to go down that road, but, you know, it just has to be addressed, though. Like, this is something that we really need to, you know, this universe, the X-Men universe, probably closest resembles our universe, like our real life universe, other than, you know, opposed to any other Marvel universes out there.
And to piggyback off that, just to think that this wouldn't have any parallels to today, you'd have to be ignorant.
Oh, yeah.
Just to really.
You got to be a fucking idiot.
Yeah, you got to be an idiot to
connect
not
those
really
dots,
think.
yeah.
Like, and to think that there's no inflection on the way that this was written, the way it's directed, the way that it's some of these lines that, you know, are said. It's straight out of like some type of speech that,
especially like Magneto and Charles Xavier. It's like both their lines together. I'm like, oh, I mean, this is classic political differences, but going after the same kind of cause.
yeah, going after the
thing,
same
you know?
cause,
Yeah.
but in different ways. And you know, you really start like the older I get, the older you get, you start to shit.
Listen,
I kind of see.
listen.
Hold on.
In comic book canon history, they tried it Professor X's way over and over again for years until finally, like recently, they're like, "Oh, that doesn't work. We're going Magneto's way." And you know, and Professor X actually and Magneto team up, and that's actually what tends to work is the strong arm, because you know there is no reasoning with people when it comes to that type of stuff. But anyways, not to get too political, the action doesn't really hold up that much.
No.
The choreography, pretty shit. The costumes, pretty shit. Special effects, okay. They're not terrible. The Mystique special effects, they're okay. The Wolverine special effects, those probably the best, right? The claws, obviously a mix of practical special effects, but the healing factor stuff, like all that still works. All the effects with Magneto, that works. But for the most part, I think the direction they were going in, they had the right idea. It was a little more adult. There were some cheesy lines. Again, a symptom of the time, right? The early 2000s. There is no getting rid of those cheesy lines. But overall, I'd say the movie still pretty much holds up. I don't think it's something I would keep watching over and over again, but it is nice to go to, once in a while to watch again.
I don't have a problem with watching it again. If somebody wants to throw it on, let's do it.
Action definitely needs a lot of work. I mean, every time I think about this, I'm like, oh, we're gonna get some great Wolverine scenes, right? I haven't seen a Wolverine fight in a while. I'm like,
bro,
not
he gets
really.
his salad tossed all the time.
His ass kicked in this every fucking scene. He beats up 2 people in the cage in the beginning, and then that's it. He gets his ass handed to him every other scene. But Myles, let's get into the plot rundown of X-Men 1.
All right. Movie opens up with a flashback to Nazi-occupied Poland, 1944, where we see Jewish people being taken into a concentration camp. And, this was
heavy.
I'll tell you.
This was heavy.
This was very heavy. This was this opening scene. I remember when I first watched it. I actually remember when I first watched it because I never equated it to X-Men. Because after that, I don't think I watched the opening scene again. I always came into the X-Men movie watching it at certain points, and I'm like, wait,
it's hard. It's a hard one to watch, that opening scene. It's very emotional. Yeah,
you don't really understand the gravity of the situation until you're older and you really learn about it, because I didn't know about it.
For sure. Yeah, me neither. Yeah, I had no idea what was happening.
Realize that these people, and then the branding that's on their arm is their number, and that's how they're identified. Right. They're, and a child is getting separated from his parents as the child tries to go back to his parents when his mom's just screaming bloody murder.
Dude, this acting from her when she's yelling after the kid. Oh my God.
And then the kid hides like a little bitch.
And the dad is just like, there's really not much we can do right now. Like,
we got another kid.
He just knows. He's like, fuck. Man. Like, he's fucked.
He's a freak anyways. Goddamn freak. Yeah, we're Jews, but he's a freak. Child tries to go back to his parents. And he's being held back by Nazi soldiers. The child begins to reach out with his hands and deforms and bends.
Dude,
the giant metal gate in front of him.
Dude. I like the sound effects with the fence like bending towards him and stuff. You see like the barbed wire at the top start to bend back. I'm like, dude, this is one hell of an opening. Just one of the darkest openings, probably if not the darkest opening in Marvel history. Like, I don't think there's getting any darker than the Holocaust. So, but goddamn, this scene is so powerful. The acting from the kid where he's like being held back and he's just reaching out for the fence. Oh my God. Say what you will about Bryan Singer, but he cooked with this scene for sure. Like,
the weight of this scene
100%
can be felt, and you add that to what later on what Magneto is trying to do. It kind of adds more weight to it, and that's where I come like,
that's why I'd say even more today. It's more impactful even today, given our social climate going on with ICE and all that stuff. It's like it's the exact same thing we're seeing right now. But, in modern day. So.
Yes, exactly. With his powers, because if you didn't know, Magneto...
And in the metals.
The metals. We learn this child is a young Magneto. We cut to a not-too-distant future in Mississippi where we see a young lady getting intimate with her boyfriend.
Hello.
Hey, yo.
By the way, she was like 16 in this? Her and a boy in the room by themselves? What is going on, guys? If I was the parents are downstairs. Like, yo, hey, you guys hang out on the couch downstairs. You're not going upstairs. In your room? Come on, get out of here.
Guy had great chin, though.
Yeah,
great jawline. He probably has a six-pack.
That guy looked way older than Anna Paquin. Anna Paquin looks like a child in this. That guy looked like he was like 25.
She did, huh?
Yeah.
She actually played the part of a high schooler.
Honestly, I'd say underrated casting, underrated performance in this. I think it was just bad writing in this case.
Yeah.
'Cause Anna Paquin was,
know she can act.
She won like an Academy Award when she was like 6 years old or something.
Wow.
For like this movie about like geese or something. But yeah, I mean, she's a historic actress for sure.
Lovely. A young lady getting intimate with her boyfriend.
BF,
They
hello.
kiss. Immediately, something is wrong. The guy, he begins to not bust.
Then no, yeah, that's not the sound of busting, ladies.
He's having trouble breathing.
If anything,
because-
it's going back in, and
Yeah.
the turtle's going back in the shell. Yeah.
In fact, his life force is getting sucked from him without her even touching.
Yeah. That's another level.
That's
Wow.
a whole damn. That's crazy.
That's a crazy
Good
power,
for her.
yeah.
We're introduced to Rogue, played by Anna Paquin.
The Anna Paquin.
Yep.
Huge crush on her back in the day. Shout out to her in True Blood. Hello, Suke. Yeah, she's great. I haven't seen her in a long time though.
Yeah, I don't know what she's been on, huh?
Maybe they'll bring her back. Who knows?
That'd be cool.
Because I thought I think she was the look wise she was great, acting wise great. Just there was no action. She had no action scenes at all in this. Yeah.
Nothing. She's just great. You'd think that was her power. In present day now, we are introduced to Jean Grey, played by Famke Janssen.
Famke Janssen.
Famke.
I don't know, man. I have a love-hate relationship with this actress and this character, both. At times she's great. Other times it's just very bad, her line delivery. It's like, I don't know what you're saying. You're a bad actor. Are you a bad actress? Is this bad writing? I don't know.
It's you know what I found? It's really when she starts to open her mouth and talk a little bit more than than is conveyed without her showing the emotion. She can show
I
great
think that's
emotion.
what it is,
right?
Yeah. Her voice doesn't project like that.
Not like her face does.
There's no yelling with her voice.
Yeah.
She's good at talking like this to,
Yeah.
to people. Like, I'm going to read your mind. I'm going to suck you.
Her eyebrows are thick. But that was the time. Sign of the times.
Yeah, I mean, Famke Janssen, I've seen her in, she was in GoldenEye, James Bond movie, which she did a really bad Russian accent in that, so that's not a fair shake. Terrible in that. She was in Rounders with
Oh, yes.
Ben Affleck, oh, not Ben Affleck,
No. It
Matt
was,
Damon, and she was barely in that. So
I am thinking of a completely different movie. Just
Rounders
kidding.
was the poker movie.
Okay, yeah, I'm not thinking of that movie. Shit. What was I thinking of? Anyways, Famke. Jean is giving a speech in DC about mutants, and here we go, another parallel. When
man.
she's trying to talk to these people that
Right.
are a group of senators and basically powerful people.
She's telling everyone, "Hey, mutants are just normal people
Yeah.
like you and I. They're not the enemy here. Basically,
They're born like
Yeah.
this. They don't get to
they
choose
have no
this
choice.
life.
I wonder what we're equating that to
Yeah.
nowadays. Is it gay people, trans people? I don't know, but I wonder what that correlation is. But very reminiscent of today's political climate. Of course, Senator Kelly being
fearmonger.
anti-mutant with his anti-mutant propaganda, and he was basically instilling fear into everybody in this scene, right? Like that is the ultimate propaganda weapon, especially nowadays that we see, right? That is how Donald Trump got into office. He turns everybody against a certain group of people. Hey, these people are going to be taking your money away. They're going to be taking your jobs away. In this case, Senator Kelly saying, there's a woman who could walk through walls in Illinois. What's to stop her from walking into a bank vault or walking into your houses? And he points to the audience.
Yeah.
It's like, into your house. I'm like, he fucking
Come on.
That's it.
Yeah, that's it.
checkmate.
Yeah.
Once you instill the fear into the people who are watching, it's over.
It's all these what ifs.
Fear-based propaganda.
Exactly,
That
and it
is
works,
what works.
so well. It's actually scary.
Yeah, it is scary because it's exactly what the formula is for today's political climate. It sucks.
It is. Yes, we're introduced to Senator Kelly. He was, in a sense, an antagonist. One of them
I
in this
get
movie,
it.
but
Yeah.
no,
It's something that you get, right. It's like having like there's a scene where he equates mutants to like weapons in schools. It's like, well, obviously they could do damage to people, but it's the
gun
person.
versus
yeah.
it's the gun versus
Exactly,
the the holder or the shooter,
the owner, the shooter, all that stuff.
shooter
It's
versus
like,
a gun debate.
it's all about responsibility. But this
is.
guy who plays Senator Kelly is so good at being a fucking dickhead. Like 26 years later, and I still fucking hate this guy. He is so good at that role.
And then, man, it's
The dad from Harry and the Hendersons.
Yeah.
By the way, go shout out to Harry and the Hendersons.
shit.
The TV show, not the movie. The movie was John Lithgow. The TV show, Harry and the Hendersons, he was the dad.
damn, that's a throwback, huh? But I haven't. His character arc was actually in this movie
Very interesting.
Very
right?
interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll
now
get to
that I'm
later.
seeing it, I'm like, oh
Yeah.
shit, this is some powerful stuff. Yeah.
Especially the dialogue at the end is
Yeah.
We'll get to that.
Yeah.
Senator Kelly hijacks a speech basically to do his fear mongering, anti-mutant propaganda, and we get this complete shutdown of Jean Grey's points. To
And he's also
humanize.
super like charismatic too. He's like, we must know who these people are, and most of all, what they can do.
What they can do.
Everyone starts like cheering. I'm like, damn, he's fucking got these people. He's got it.
It's like how are you gonna do this? Yeah. In the audience, we see Charles Xavier, played by Patrick Stewart, and Magneto, played by Ian McKellen.
Oh boy! I mean, this is like seeing LeBron and Kobe right now playing against each other. Two of the greatest, going on record and saying it, two of the greatest castings maybe in history of film, and it doesn't get any better than this. Two actors who already had a historic acting career before this, of course. What's his name? Patrick Stewart, right? He was Star Trek: Next Generation. Engage. Great. Alt. Also, Ian McKellen, which I learned during the trivia of this. I'll actually tell it to you right now.
Whoa.
That's on our side. We got some sirens on our side. I got some trivia here. So, shortly after accepting the role of Magneto, Sir Ian McKellen was offered the role of Gandalf in The Lord of the Rings, which originally he had to decline. He spoke to director Bryan Singer about his interest in making The Lord of the Rings, and Singer agreed to rearrange the movie's shooting schedule so that McKellen would finish his scenes by the end of 1999, freeing him up to travel to New Zealand in January 2000, where The Lord of the Rings had been in production since October 1999. So he went straight from filming X-Men to Lord of the Rings. I mean, this man is our fucking childhood in one. Back-to-back X-Men and Lord of the Rings. Like, holy shit. What a fucking run that is. Wow. And then went on to do 2 more X-Men movies and then 2 more Lord of the Rings, like right after. Like, holy shit. He just owned the early 2000s. Like,
The man,
he was the ultimate nerd in early 2000s.
that's why he's just amazing.
Yeah.
I love Ian McKellen. Sir Ian McKellen. Sorry.
I mean, it doesn't really get any better than seeing Ian McKellen being a bad guy.
Yeah.
Too. Like, that is a special treat because he will be forever known as Gandalf, the good guy, right? But seeing him being able to like stretch his legs as the bad guy, being evil.
But hey, is Magneto really bad? I don't know. That's
the
older I
debate
get.
for sure. Yeah, and he does that. He has that line where he types his head. He said, "Are you sneaking around in here, Charles? Whatever are you looking for?" I was like, yo, this is fucking scary. This is a dark Magneto, and his face is in the shadows. I'm like, cinema. Absolute cinema.
Yeah, he doesn't have he's just wearing his little hat. Like Professor X, he's a
He's in his wheelchair.
He's
with the X on his on his
throwing that shit up. He
repping
is
the set.
what is he?
Professor X.
What's his
Telepath?
telepath? There, telepath. So he can read people's minds and he could stop them in their tracks and do. So he has
Little
the power
OP,
to
a little
do,
OP.
little OP. So he has this power to basically look into Magneto's mind at any point in time. That's where he got that. Whatever are you looking for?
Yeah, whatever are you looking for?
Professor X confronts Magneto in the hallway and tells Magneto not to give up on mankind. He's heard that. I mean, how old are they? He's heard this speech. He's heard
Since
this.
they were young men.
They were young men.
Man, now that you're saying it, how old were they in this movie? Because they are old as fuck now. Of course, both of them coming back for Avengers Doomsday, and it's been 26 years since this movie. It's like, holy shit, they're still doing the damn thing.
Yeah, they were old then.
Yeah, they were already old back then. That's what I'm saying. It's like Patrick Stewart had that thing where he's looked old for like the last 30 years. Where I think that's maybe the secret. You look old when you're like 35, 40, and then you just look the same till you're like 80.
Yeah, that's true.
Same with Ian McKellen. Like he already had the wrinkles and the gray hair. He must have been maybe in his 50s or 60s. Now he's like 80, 90, and he's still. I mean, he looks aged more now, but I mean, he's looked old like that for like 30 years.
And they age graciously. I love it.
Yeah.
You know? Magneto says he's tried that before to not give up on mankind.
Right.
And believes that mutants are the future.
He says, "We are the future, Charles, not them.
Not them.
They no longer matter." And I'm like,
Homo
shit.
sapien.
Homo sapiens.
Back to Rogue. She has run away from her home and is in Alberta, Canada now. Which,
Canada.
Canada. Yeah, she was talking about this while she was macking on her boyfriend.
Oh,
she
that's
was
right.
like, hey,
Yeah,
you know, I'm going to go up to Alaska. I'm like, okay. All right. Yeah. Yeah, where the sun doesn't hurt you. She's so pale. She enters a dive bar to see a man fighting any and all takers in a cage.
Let's
This
fucking go.
is when
What
we're
an
introduced
introduction,
to
dude.
Wolverine, played by Huge Jack.
Huge jacked man, and just his introduction here with the "Your winner and still the king of the cage, the Wolverine." I was like, "Oh shit! Well, this is a fucking introduction to a
badass,
character right here."
And he's the best part is he's standing there with his back turned, just drinking, smoking a
I'm
cigar.
like, who the fuck is this guy?
oh, yeah.
And the announcer, he just, in all my years, I've never seen anything like this. Are you gonna let this man walk away with your money? And then, was that guy saying?
Yeah.
I'll fight him.
He's like, just don't kick him in the balls.
He's like, whatever you do, don't hit him in the balls. You said anything goes. Yeah, but he'll take it personal. I'm like, yeah, I would too. I'll fucking kill you.
Shit, dude. You said anything goes, man. I was gonna go suck his dick.
And then so he fights this guy, and the metal clanging sounds were a bit much. Where he fucking punches that guy right in the fist. And I remember being a kid, I'm like, that fucking hurts, doesn't it? And I did it myself. I'm like, yeah, that fucking hurts. God damn,
bloody knuckles.
Yeah,
You're
I'm
like,
God damn, God, this shit fucking hurts. And of course, we just need to talk about.
It was a nice little touch with those sound effects, you know.
little
But
much,
it was
though.
a little.
Like,
You're right.
turn
It was
down
a
the
little.
volume a
Yeah,
little
they
bit.
turned it up so
Especially
that
when
way
he
we
does,
could
like,
really hear
the
it.
headbutt. I'm like, all right, take it
Ding,
easy.
like a baseball bat.
His whole body's not a fucking aluminum bat. But of course, we just need to talk about Hugh Jackman for a second here. Relatively unknown to the U.S. audience before this movie, but what a hell of a way to jumpstart your career with being fucking Wolverine. And I remember being a kid and reading his name on the box of the VHS, being so fucking confused at that time. I was like, I kept calling him Huff for some Huff because of the PH and finally, I remember getting the VHS and watching it at my grandma's house, and I paused the movie at the credits, and I was like, how do you say this? What is this name right here? And she said, it's Hugh, and I was like, what the
Get out of here.
I was like, what
It's
the
your
fuck,
accent.
dude? Hugh? Like, is this guy like from the past or something? He's a fucking time traveler? Who the fuck names a kid Hugh? Where is this guy from? But of course, like, that was just me being a little brown boy surrounded by other brown people. So,
Yeah.
of course, I'm never going to hear the name Hugh anywhere. It wasn't
Never.
until I was way older, I was like, oh, Hugh is like a normal name to be out there, but a very Caucasian name, of course, right?
From down under.
Yeah, from down under.
He's Australian,
Hugh
mate.
Jackman.
Hugh Jackman. He's
Another trivia fact here for you. Strangely, the popular casting of Hugh Jackman can be traced back to legendary director Stanley Kubrick. Kubrick's perfectionist style led to Eyes Wide Shut shoot overrunning, causing Mission Impossible 2 to be delayed. Whoa. Meaning original Wolverine choice Doug Ray Scott could not take part in this movie. Doug Ray Scott.
what?
Hunt. Ethan Hunt.
You
That
shoulda killed me.
That guy was supposed to be
That's
Wolverine.
crazy.
So if it wasn't for Eyes Wide Shut going over in there shooting, we would have Scott Summers. We would have Doug Ray.
Summers.
Would have Ethan Hunt. Would have the guy from Mission Impossible 2. Never seen him in anything else other than Mission Impossible
My
2.
God, that's the world working in
Yeah.
mysterious ways, but
got
also,
lucky.
hey,
It all worked out.
it worked out.
Maybe not for that guy because I've never seen him ever again, but it worked out for Hugh Jackman.
Oh, it worked out for him in the movie because I remember him in the movie
true.
as much as I
did?
I-
Okay, that's
that
true.
was
That's
fantastic.
true,
Like I mean,
Good bad guy.
Yeah, Mission Impossible 2 gets shitted on a lot, but
God,
you
that's
know,
rough. It's rough.
That's a good kick right there in the nostalgia nuts for me.
That's a pun right there. 'Cause remember he does that fucking
he does that backflip. I love the little
like,
air
yo,
flips,
yeah.
dude. Oh,
with the
man.
dove slide.
Yeah.
I will find you. I will find you.
When he's killed his. just yelled at
He's so good.
He's just running.
God, what a great movie.
Oh, man, I love Mission Impossible.
We got to do that. We got to do that after this. We got to do all the Mission Impossibles. We have to.
Oh, my God, dude. I miss it so much. After the fight, Wolverine heads back to the bar for a drink. When the dude he just beat up demands his money back after learning that he's a mutant.
He said, I know what you are. He said, you keep this up, pal. You keep this up, pal. You're going to lose more than just your money. I was like, oh,
Whoa.
take it easy. Take it easy. What are you going to chop up?
I know. Why do these people, like, you obviously know if you know what he is.
You know he's
a
something.
mutant, but you don't really know what he's got, and you just punched him as hard as fuck, and he's like, yeah, there's no way you could, the normal guy takes
That
a
guy's
punch like
face
that.
was fucked up, too.
And you're going to press him? Why? There's no cops around to help
true.
you. You're fucked. You're stupid, idiot.
Canada. What are you going to do?
Oh, yeah. I guess
Canadians.
But they were nice.
I know what you are, eh? Yeah.
I know what you are.
That was Mexican.
Hey, can I buy you a... I know what you are, eh? Can I buy you a drink? It's a drink. Oh, God. Wolverine refuses, and the man pulls a knife. Uh-oh.
Oh, and then Rogue does that.
Watch out! Watch out! Dude, she does it a little too much. Rogue tells Wolverine to watch out, and out come the claws.
He does that fucking thing where he like does the but this just picture this one not here.
Yeah.
Just the two.
He does the two,
And then the one that comes out, but it comes out from the actual knuckle, which always confused me as a kid. I was like, wait, that doesn't make sense. Like, why would it's supposed to come out from the middle of the part, not the actual knuckle? But I don't know. That was like one of the first things where I was like, oh, I guess movies just make mistakes. Like, as a kid, I'm like, this doesn't make sense. Like, I kept studying it over and over. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, why are you doing this? Like, that's not how Wolverine works. But I was just like, shit happens, I guess. I don't know. It just, movies just make mistakes. Yeah.
Yeah, it happens. You know, I didn't even notice it
Continuity
until
error.
you fucking
Yeah.
said it right now. So
I
God
have noticed
damn
this
it.
for the last 26 years, Miles.
I mean, I
this has
noticed
been
the
my head.
opening,
Yeah.
and I always thought it was very nasty.
Yeah.
You know,
I think that was mostly the point. It was
Yeah,
supposed
right.
to be like, look how disgusting this guy is.
freak.
But, yeah.
That's why they're like, ugh.
But in the movie, they're fucking freak.
You're
But, it's continuity error.
Everybody loves an Iron Man, but then someone who's born a fucking hero is a fucking freak. I get it. Wolverine takes off in his truck after Rogue was like, "Can I possibly get
Actually,
a
hold
ride?"
on.
Right?
Let's back that up a second. Where he has that guy up against the wall with the claws, and the guy with the shotgun comes up behind him. He's like,
shit.
"Get out of my bar, freak!" And he fucking pulls that shit, and he just slices the shotgun in half.
see the pellets
Yeah,
fall.
that scene where like it spreads apart and all the pellets are coming out. I'm like, oh shit, that's
Yeah, I thought
fucking
that
dope.
was pretty cool.
And then he does the retraction of the claws, which is like the first time we actually hear the sound effects of the sling, sling. I'm like, dude, they nailed that on the first try, like right out the gate, because that is the same exact sound that we still hear today with Wolverine.
It is, huh? Yeah. Wow. Yeah, I never noticed that.
Nailed
Actually,
that
that
on
is
the
the
first
first
try.
time. Really, that's the first time, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that is the first. God damn. I love these first movies sometimes. You don't realize, like, oh, that was the first time they did
iconic
this.
scene,
The first
yeah,
time
it's
they did
iconic.
this. First time, yeah. And we'll get to some other firsts in a little bit, huh? Wolverine takes off in his truck. He's just, I mean, he got kicked out of the bar, and Rogue was like, "Let me go with you," and he's like, "Fuck, no."
Yeah, I think she was like, "You don't know or you don't care," and he said, "Pick one."
Pick one. I like
Pick
that.
one.
Oh, damn, I want to use that now. I want somebody to. He takes off in his truck and he stops because I want to think that he smelled her, right?
I don't know, because he was driving for it looked like a while, and then he just like got out and started like poking around back there.
I feel like maybe he could smell, because the way he could smell in the not too distant future from this scene, he could smell Sabretooth.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
Maybe he because he does have like heightened sense of smell and senses. Maybe
Sounds
he
like a
can hear it.
nightmare.
Yeah.
I don't want to be smelling people's like dirty butt.
Hell no. It's already bad enough that I can smell what I smell, dude. God damn. If it's one sense I don't mind going, it's like, fucking smell, huh? He thinks about leaving her behind after finding her stowed away in his little trailer.
Yeah.
But before But not before stopping, like maybe like he got 20
I know,
feet
yeah. I was
under
like,
no
can you
pressure.
like back up? Like, why are you gonna make her run through the snow, dude? Like, back up a little bit.
You know what I've been like, you know what? That warmed up your blood, huh? You feel a little better,
And then
right?
she
You're not
gets
that cold.
closer to the car and he takes back off again.
You gotta keep going, honey. We'll make it there in no time. He thinks about leaving her behind before stopping and letting her in. During the conversation, we learn that she's very hungry. No, we learned that Wolverine's real.
Let's talk about that for a second.
Yeah,
Is it beef jerky? I think that he gives her.
Right.
I don't know what it was, but I used to think it was like chocolate back in the day. I was like, that doesn't make sense. Why would he have chocolate in the car? It'd be like more of a manly snack, like chocolate covered like raisins or something.
Chocolate covered meat.
Yeah,
Beef jerky.
But she made that beef jerky look so fucking good. She was just munching down.
That was
on
an
it. I'm like,
amazing eating scene, and like she made us feel like she's fucking famished, bro.
And also, she makes it sound so wet.
It does.
It's beef jerky. Beef jerky, when I eat beef jerky, I'm like, God damn, I need a fucking glass of water. Hello.
Damn.
Hello.
Wet beef? Count me in. During their conversation, we learned Wolverine's real name is Logan. And that is also the name of my cat.
Oh, Logs. Greatest cat ever.
Yeah,
Still
he's
the
amazing.
best.
He's goddamn cool, man. And Rogue's real name is Marie. Let's just keep it Rogue.
Which was not comic accurate. They just came up with that name for this movie.
Like, what's a white
I don't
woman's
like
name?
that.
You
I
know?
don't like that at all. Yeah, like where did she get Rogue from? I don't know.
That's a white woman's middle name, you know? Like Anne Marie, you know?
Like Logan, that can make sense. Like Wolverine, right? Because he has it on his dog tags, and those dog tags are dope as fuck. I wanted those all the time, but I'm like, that's weird. Like I don't want to wear another man's dog tags on me. Like it's strange.
Unless it was like real and
Yeah.
like, you know. Stolen valor.
It's weird. I'm like his boyfriend or something. Like I'm waiting for my guy to get back from war.
Twirling it.
Weird,
You're
yeah.
just like you're just sitting there.
Holding on to it every night, like, oh my Wolverine.
It's just been a fortnight since I've seen you last. Marie. Oh God, Jesus, Marie. The minerals. They're in the middle of an argument when a tree falls on the truck out of nowhere. Logan is
Dude, that was violent.
I mean,
the way he just slides across the
dude,
yeah,
and
he's
his
just like
arm is like the Peter Griffin, like he's laying there in the snow. Like I get it. If I had the healing abilities like him, I'm not wearing a seatbelt either. Fuck it, you know how comfortable it would be.
You're
I'm
out
watching
in the
TV
middle-
while I'm
You're out
fucking
in the middle of nowhere.
driving
Like who
too.
cares?
I don't give a
Yeah,
shit.
there's no one there.
Are you kidding me, dude? I'm fucking running with scissors up. Come on.
Oh, that's what they were arguing about. Yeah, she was like, "You really should put on your seatbelt." And he's like, "Listen, fucking tell me what to do." He was like looking straight at her, like, "Don't you fucking tell me what to
She's
do?"
like, so I told you so, asshole. Logan is ejected from the truck. Logan gets up, and we can see that he's beginning to heal. We see his rejuvenating little factor.
These are one of
healing.
those scenes that like that actually holds up. Those effects where you could see the adamantium underneath, and it starts to just heal up, and he's like, ugh.
Yeah, he's like cracking
it in his neck. And you could see all the cuts close. I'm like, yeah, that's
He's like
fucking
looking
dope.
over at Rogue.
Yeah,
She's
he's
like,
Kitty,
"Holy
all right?"
shit."
I said, Kitty, all right?
I'm sad. Oh, I'm stuck.
She said, I'm stuck.
The tree has been. Oh yeah, Logan. He's like
Fucking cool.
something ain't right about.
He
this
like looks at
fucking
the tree and he's
'cause
like,
it's
what the fuck?
This shit did not just fall over.
And he just. And then it cuts to that shot underneath him where his claws come out. I was like, yo, that shit had me fucking going when I was a kid. I was like, let's fucking go.
There's also a little fire that was that had started to break out in the
truck,
little
yeah.
trailer. That's why there was a little bit of a sense of urgency too. And then Sabretooth just fucking. We were introduced
dope,
to Sabretooth, right?
Yes,
Here?
introduced here. And of course, it's the classic Wolverine versus Sabretooth fight. But unfortunately, this is where the movie starts to go downhill all of a sudden. I'm like, wait, this was like the iconic fight that comic book fans have been waiting for, but you disable Wolverine in 2 moves. I'm like, where's the fucking fight? This is the fight we've been waiting for, and it ends in 2 moves. Like, great.
What? Why? Yeah. How was he out? So like, what does Sabretooth got?
He just like hit a home run with that piece of wood and sent him flying onto the car, and it's over. I'm like, okay, great.
This is not the Logan that we know today. Come on.
Yeah, he just got done beating 2 guys' asses like in the cage, and then this guy he can't handle. It's like, what?
You just take a little baseball
have your
swing to
claws
the
out.
fucking chin.
Yeah.
You can just suck it up, bro. You just got ejected from a car.
Use your claws. He did not use his claws at all.
At
in
all,
this. Yeah.
dude. We don't really, yeah. The more that we're talking about this, I'm like, yeah, this is not really
not
like,
great.
it's
Not
really
great.
just like
No.
character building, like world building.
Yeah.
It's just world building here, you know?
A lot of setup.
Sabretooth attacks from the trees. Oh, this is where I was like, yeah, Logan, he could smell them. So that's why I was thinking maybe he could smell Rogue.
Right.
You know?
He's like, you haven't showered in 3 days yet. I'm just
What that smell like? Don't tell me.
Hey.
I know. Logan, wait, she's supposed to be a kid. She's a kid. My bad, dog. Logan is knocked out by Sabretooth, and then Sabretooth starts to make his way to Rogue when a snowstorm occurs out of nowhere.
Pretty cool, especially
Where did
like
this come
where it
from?
has that's where those guys come in,
Yep.
and then they're just staying behind Sabretooth, which is pretty cool. And I don't know, man. I don't know about these suits, man. Like you said in the Blade review, the time period was just all black.
Yeah, I don't
and all
understand where did
leather.
we come from? Because the '90s had their specific style with larger. There was still color, and then at the end of the '90s, the beginning of the 2000s,
started to
before
get
this
so
new
boring.
like during this new wave before, and like clear plastic shells on electronics. And stuff.
man.
But right before that, there
Translucent
was
stuff.
like there was this period where it was like just all matrix, black leather,
Too much.
too much form-fitted shit, like nothing accurate, lore accurate or anything,
Yeah.
which I guess it was to pertain, or the audience was supposed to be like adults, right? Preteens.
That's what I'm saying. I think they tried to make it a little more modern, right? Change it up from how the comic books look, how the animated series look, but they went a little too far with it. Like put a little bit of color in there. For God's sake, just anything. There was nothing.
splash.
It
Come
was
on.
all black. And it was not
There's
good.
like maybe a little bit of yellow, right?
Very
Just a
tight
little
leather
bit.
too. Very tight. Unable.
Fuck you moving this
Good-
shit.
Yeah, I was about to say, good luck trying to fight anybody in that shit. You're
sweating.
gonna start a
I'm
fire
sweating
between
my-
your fucking thighs.
Wearing a tank top and shorts. Come on, that's my. If I was a superhero, I'm not wearing anything. Okay. I guess it depends on what kind of superhero. Rogue, when a snowstorm occurs and we are introduced to Storm. Great name, great character, iconic, played by Halle motherfucking Berry.
Listen, Halle Berry or Hallelujah, I'd say another perfect casting, but it's just unfortunate her acting in this just did not really come across as great.
Yeah, I'm waiting to see fucking Academy Award winning actress Halle Berry. But
Although
she
she is
just did
Academy
not
Award winning, she also did Catwoman, so we have to. It kind of balances it out, but I think it's mostly due to the writing in this because Halle Berry, as you said, she's an award-winning actress, but her accent in this was fucking atrocious. She did not have many lines. I think maybe 5 lines.
I
in
feel
this
like
whole
she
movie.
all
barely had
was
anything.
just built around one-liners.
Yeah.
You know, a
Yeah,
lot of
definitely. That's
her
unfortunate.
Yeah, it's all one-liners, especially towards the end.
Even
We're
her
like,
action wasn't good either. I was like,
no,
one action scene.
I mean, Storm doesn't have what she puts her hands up and she does her thing, but like
She's a very outdoor character.
yeah, she's
And
very
a lot of these fights are indoors.
yeah. And I mean, there's not much to physically act. So when you got to say something and it doesn't deliver either, she just kind of falls flat as a character.
Yeah.
But her character design, like I love her hair.
She looks great.
I love
That's
her.
what I'm saying.
Yeah,
she fits the
she's
part
great,
perfectly.
She's a great casting, of course.
Hot as hell. Hello.
It's just
Shout out to
you know,
Swordfish. Hello.
Sword with Hugh Jackman.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, which confused the fuck out of me as a kid. I was like, wait a minute. Fucking Wolverine and Storm in this movie. Wait a minute. Storm is.
Is this at?
I'm watching.
Where's
I'm watching.
Professor X?
Storm. Hello, Halle Berry. I'm watching. And.
She's just sitting there like.
And of course, oh my God. And of course, Cyclops played by James Marsden.
Oh, yeah.
James motherfucking Marsden, my man as Cyclops. This poor guy took so much shit as Cyclops back in the day, which I don't really understand. I mean, I think moving forward, I'm probably going to understand it more, especially in the 3rd movie where he's kind of a little bit of a bitch. But in this movie, I thought he's great. I thought he was perfect casting for this. He has the look. He definitely has the look. Maybe lacking a bit of charisma in that because he is young. Like he looks exactly the same though. Like if you see him today in this movie, I'm like, oh, this guy's like, he's been handsome for the last 30 years. But you know, I thought he was perfect casting for this, and I'm pretty sure I'm not alone on that because he is officially coming back for Avengers Doomsday.
Excited for that.
Fucking sick. If you haven't seen the trailer for Avengers Doomsday where he takes it off.
Yeah.
and he's just screaming the full blast. I'm like, let's fucking go, baby. I cannot wait. Oh, I'm so excited for that.
Yeah, and watching X-Men, the animated series, and just like
the new one, he's fucking
really
kicking dick in that.
Start to like, oh fuck, you did not do justice.
Where he does
really
the fucking landing with the laser
Dude,
blast.
the
Let's fucking
landing
go.
with the
God. And the way he like kind of like maneuvers with his blast by like sliding after he blasts, he like blasts himself across the room. I'm like, yo, this is fucking sick, dude.
Yeah, we'll get into some like details after. Let's get into some details after I do the rundown because I feel like it's taking a little long for me to get through this. But I want
at the beginning of the movie.
I want to get through. I want to talk about some of these characters.
Yeah, of course.
So Rogue and Wolverine are saved by the X-Men, who, yeah. Anyways, then we get the little wait. Did we the plane? Did we get the plane?
Not yet. We don't see it yet.
Okay, never mind. After we cut to Magneto's headquarters, where we're introduced to Toad, played by Ray Park,
aka Darth Maul. Let's fucking go.
And we get a little nod to that a little later.
And I do like the his magnifying glasses when they first show him looking like a frog's eyes. I was like, oh yeah, I see what you're doing there. I see what you're fucking doing there. It's a nice touch.
He always creeped me out,
for sure.
Especially because like his tongue
when he eats that pigeon.
Oh yeah.
The way Senator Kelly was like, yuck. I'm like, yeah, me too. I'm like, that's fucking disgusting, dude.
Gross. Gross. Sabretooth tells Magneto the X-Men got to them before he could.
Well, I mean, that part where he pulls off his the dog tags from him, I was like, that's fucking sick. He just
give me that.
And he also has that what's that thing called? Fucking Schrodinger's balls or something like that. It has like a weird name to it, but it's like it's the little balls thing that
the one
that hit each other.
It's usually got a cable on each end that holds the ball and then it transfers force back and forth, but it's him.
It's just him doing
doing that all the time.
And when he walks away, it just falls down on its own. Like that's fucking sick.
That's cool. At the X mansion, nice. Logan is still knocked out and being looked at by Jean. How is he knocked out this long?
I think he was faking it because there was a part where like his eyes kind of like flutter. Like I think he's like I don't know what he was doing, but he was like
he wanted to see what they were doing.
Just like kind of get a peek.
He's like, hold on, wait, I smell.
He's like, let me just actually smell the scent. Let me keep my eyes closed for a little.
Let me see what she does.
Hello, yes.
Hold on, let me pull my sheet down a little bit further. See what's going on. Yeah, it's a little tight in the upper thigh. Logan wakes up and runs away through the mansion. He gets spooked, I guess.
Well, let's talk about the look of the X Mansion first of all. Those blue hallways and like the metal doors
and
the
little back doors.
They fucking nailed that perfectly on the first try again. It is so iconic. Like the whole mansion looks fucking fantastic.
Yeah, both parts of it. Yeah, the part that the kids are in.
There's like the school part that looks like a normal house, and then the underground, which is just like their like little like headquarters area, and it's fucking perfect.
It really it really holds up to today too.
For sure. It looks futuristic still today.
It does. At the still knocked out. He's running through the mansion all while he's hearing these voices in his head.
Over here,
over your shoulder. And he's no this way. And he's
basically where are you going?
He's basically guided through the house.
Right. Yeah.
Back or up to the school. Logan meets Professor X and gives him a tour of Xavier's school for gifted youngsters.
Gifted YNs, a place for young mutants to learn how to use their powers. Why?
That's a good one.
And then Xavier makes that deal with him where he's just like, hey, you give me 48 hours. I'm going to find out what Magneto wants with you, which I don't know. Like this whole story is just like, did it seem like he was after Wolverine the entire time? It never really seemed like that.
Didn't.
Yeah, it seemed like they were chasing both of them, not specifically Wolverine.
Yeah,
so
he's just a narcissist.
Yeah,
like, what the fuck you want me for?
It's like, you guys are after me, right? Like I'm the guy who could fight.
Xavier's school is a place for young mutants to learn how to use their powers and I guess learn physics and shit.
He's like, what is this place?
No, what is it? Xavier tells Logan to give him 48 hours. Just like you said. Cut to Senator Kelly leaving in a helicopter with his assistant Henry. This guy looks familiar, but I don't remember.
Henry. Yeah, I've never seen him before, but his face does look familiar, I think.
Senator Kelly starts talking shit about mutants and he's just doing.
Dude, he's such a fucking ass. He's like, he was saying like, yeah, he was saying something like, it's the reason why people like me exist, to like destroy these mutants or whatever. I'm like, God damn. And then he does this thing where he looks over the side of the plane and he's like, where the hell are we? And it does that shot where it has the guy in the background and then her face starts to transform back into Mystique. I'm like, oh shit, that is fucking sick. And I know I keep throwing the term around perfect introduction, but come on, like this intro to Mystique, what a way to introduce us to her powers with that old bait and switch.
Yep.
Rebecca Romaine, not a great actress, but I'd say they nailed the look, like especially that transformation effect where it's like started from like the back of her head and then it like turned like into her face and to the rest of her body. I was like, dude,
it really like the effect of like the scales.
Yeah, you could see the
where
scales.
it's like cascading into
it's fucking
her.
sick.
And like, I mean, there's something about like how it's uneasy. When I was younger, looking at her,
Scary.
It was.
She's scary.
The older I got, I'm like,
Hello.
Maybe.
Well, hello.
Maybe I like blue. Blue's a good color. Rebecca Romaine. If you don't really know her, you don't really.
Used to be married to John Stamos.
That's
back
right.
in the day.
Rebecca Romaine Stamos. I remember that. That's
right.
how I remember her.
Yeah.
Mystique and Toad take Senator Kelly back to their HQ. Oh yeah. Well, Henry transformed to Mystique and basically kidnapped him because Toad was in the fucking
and just fucked him up with just her feet.
Yeah, just
pop, 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 pop. Like,
he's like,
slapped him around.
Yes.
He's like trying to like open his mouth to catch her feet.
Let me take a picture. Mystique and Toad take Senator Kelly
He
back to
passes
their
out.
HQ.
He just has a fucking just like pitching a tent.
Oh shit! He's all grinning.
He's like, I love this. I love this.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh god!
You guys got me.
You're gonna knock me out. Oh no! My pants
Guess
fell
you have
off.
to take me back to your place.
My pants fell off.
Guess you have to have your way with me. Oh god.
Oh shit! Magneto back at the HQ gets into some sort of machine that does something like we have yet to find out.
We don't know
Senator
what it
Kelly
does yet.
Yeah, it's basically just like a giant freaking. It looks like it's emitting radiation when it gets into it,
which was not a good effect. Still to this day, even back then, I was like, "What is this? Like, what is this doing?"
Yeah,
even now,
looks like a spider load or something. It's just like a web of white.
It's really not
out.
good. Yeah,
and then it engulfs Kelly and like all the other mutants, but. After,
it doesn't do anything to the other mutants. Though.
Yeah, we don't see what it does. Right. You know. Sorry. At the X mansion, Logan starts to get a little flirty with Jean.
Hello.
Hey yo.
Classic. Classic Jean and Logan.
And then he's like, "Hey, why don't you go take a look in my mind and see what I'm thinking about?"
And she was like, "No, I won't do that." He was like, "Worried you might like, you might like what you see, huh?"
Imagine, dude, it's just all straight up just sex.
It's just her.
Yeah,
it's like, wait, why am I in there?
Come on. Jean reads Logan's mind briefly, and we see a few shots of Logan's adamantium operation before she stops. Was this before or after Professor X went through like, I've never seen this before in him?
Oh, that was like, I didn't list that on here, but yeah, this was after. He's like, I've never seen anything like this.
Basically,
before.
Wolverine's
whole skeleton is covered in adamantium, and this was Professor X did hint at something about militaries being able to doing experiments on mutants in the past, and this happens to be one of them.
Yeah, they did this on him. He already had the regenerative.
Right. He was already a mutant before. They just did some more alterations to it.
Yeah. So we get a brief look into the future, essentially, which was the past, to see what, you'll see when we get to the next movies.
Way down the line.
Yeah,
God damn it, dude.
Fuck. That night, Logan starts to have nightmares about his Weapon X days when he's awoken by Rogue.
Dude, just seeing all that Weapon X stuff, I remember when I was a kid, oh my God, dude, my little peen was so fucking, like, I was so hyped, dude. Like, unfortunately, young Christian would have to wait another, 10 years before seeing any of that come on the big screen. But I was like, man, I love that shit. I remember watching the the cartoons, the comic books about Weapon X. So I knew all about that. So seeing all that stuff, I'm like, oh, where's that? That's what I fucking wanted.
My Weapon X
Yeah.
was Brian Dawkins. That's
okay.
who I knew was Weapon X.
Get the animal
And so
out
I'm
there.
like, really, I just
Let's fucking
throwing
go.
up gosh
God
darn
damn.
it. He wouldn't even. Gosh darn it!
He's the best.
He's like
God damn.
Philip Rivers of.
He was the reason why I like the Eagles. Back then.
yeah.
Like
He went to the Broncos too,
whatever.
man.
Yeah,
He went
exactly.
to the
Yeah.
Broncos after that, man. Everybody loved him on the Broncos.
the best.
Dude. God damn it! I love him. He's not dead, but I miss him. He's woken by Rogue. She can't touch him. She's trying to wake him up. He's having a nightmare. She can't touch him because she's gonna suck him. And so she's like, Logan.
Oh, she's like Moira. Oh shit. She's like fucking Overwatch
Yeah,
Moira. Dang.
She is like Moira, huh? But she got to physically touch it.
Yeah.
She gets sucked. Logan wakes up and stabs her right
Dude,
through the chest,
that was
bro.
brutal.
Yeah.
God, you could see it like go all the way through to her back. Oh my god. Yeah.
Dude, and I thought this part right here, when Logan's face, when he realizes what he does,
it's
like
good.
I felt like this was this was the best acting scene in the movie where he's somebody get help, and he's just like, oh no, and then she goes and fucking touches his face,
just
and
like
he's
touch his face.
and where's her other hand?
Yay.
Come on. She basically heals by stealing his power, his healing effector, his healing ability, which is what she can do when she touches people physically. And then Logan's fucked up. He's on the ground, fucking convulsing or whatever the fuck. Senator Kelly, now in a jail cell at Magneto's headquarters. He can somehow squeeze his way between the bars.
That actually stands out as a pretty good special effects scene. That part where his face starts going through and he's like
Eyes start to bug a little bit. Yeah.
And then that part where it like does the wide where he like squeezes all the way and his face is stretching. I'm like, that's pretty good.
Yeah,
man.
it's pretty seamless when he gets through and it's like it's his neck just right there. It's not like I don't know. It's very seamless. It's nice. It's a good effect.
His eyes, they're like all the
they
way out
bug
here.
a little bit. They go pug.
I still don't understand what this mutation is. Is it turn him into like a worm or something? Like they never really went into what it was.
Yeah, they don't. He's like some sort of squishy, malleable figure.
I wonder if he's a jellyfish. No, that doesn't make sense.
Well, he does like. Well, yeah. When he washes up, I mean, he's able to swim like.
Because remember that when he does walk out of the ocean, that kid's like playing with that jellyfish. I wonder if they were trying to tell us like he's kind of like a jellyfish type of creature now. I don't know, but
yeah, because he was very like he was like translucent.
Yeah, he was disgusting.
He looked like an old Game Boy. And when he was like the old Game Boy Advance, the glacier one. He's so he's basically a mutant now. Magneto and Sabretooth pay him a visit, and we see Senator Kelly hanging outside of the cell. He basically squeezed his way out of the cell,
dude. And that part where Magneto and Sabretooth are walking across that bridge, and he's building the bridge as he's going. I'm like, that is the most gangster fucking shit ever, dude.
Right when it's the next step,
like as he's
it's
stepping,
not like he's so confident.
He could just build it like all of it if he wanted to, but no. As he's stepping, he's building the bridge. I'm like, that's fucking.
He's just building his steps, and Sabretooth's like, fuck.
It's falling behind, and Sabretooth's like, fuck. He's like right on his ass. He's like, fuck.
This shit reminds me of like Avatar, you know, when they would raise a little bit, like it reminds me of shit like that. Even though that was way after. I don't know. I'm just thinking about it. Let's see, Senator Kelly hangs out. So Magneto explains he is now a mutant. What the hell have you done to me? One of us. Sabretooth tries to pull Kelly back up, but he's very watery now.
His fingers are like stretching.
He's like stretching. And I like the way they got into the cell when he like did the splits the bars of Magneto, and then he's holding up.
He just turns around like this. And he's like, you fucking idiot. Just walks away and locks him in the cell. He just does this and he closes the cell.
It works. I always thought that that Sabretooth was played by Triple H.
I thought that too when I was a kid, but it's actually I don't know. He's an actor that I think he was also a wrestler too at some like a different.
I would believe it. You know,
yeah.
He is he made a return in
Oh, that's right.
Deadpool and Wolverine.
Yeah, Deadpool and Wolverine.
Yeah.
Shit, I forgot about that.
his little
which we
cameo.
will be getting to. So, everybody
Senator
hold on to your
Kelly
butts.
emerges from the beach after he fell and he started swimming. He emerged from the beach as some sort of sea creature mutant, butt ass
Dude,
naked.
butt
bro.
ass naked.
He's like
Cheeks out.
translucent too. He
Yeah,
looks
it was.
weird.
He had like weird like gills too, like in his back. But
Maybe he was a jellyfish. I think you're right. Yeah.
the thing that really sticks out to me in this scene, these motherfuckers were watching TV on the fucking beach. Did you remember that? That was like the scene they were showing the news. I was like, as a kid, I was like, what the fuck? They're watching TV on the beach. Like, we're in the fucking future. You could watch TV on the beach. I still don't know how they did that. Like, I don't know where you're going to plug that in on the beach. If it's like a generator or something, maybe. It would have to be, right? Yeah, it would have to be back in those
long
days.
extension cord on the beach. Good luck.
Back in those days, you'd like hook it up to your truck or something. I don't know. But back in that day, I was like, holy fuck, how do I watch TV on the beach? But now we can do anything on the beach.
Did you see who was behind the TV?
No.
It's
Stan Lee.
Stan Lee.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. He was.
This is his very first.
I guess it would
right?
be. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't
This
have
would
any
be his
trivia on
first
there. I think it
because
would be,
he's
yeah.
in the credits as an executive producer now too
Yeah.
on this one. So I
Stan Lee is the hot dog guy.
yeah, I believe this is we can look back. I believe this is his first
I think
like
so.
cameo.
Yeah. Behind the TV on the beach.
Behind the TV.
magic TV on the beach.
At the X-Men mansion, Mystique disguises himself themself as Bobby, aka the Iceman.
Iceman cometh.
The one who's trying to flirt with Rogue.
yeah.
So she has a little confidant. She like feels like she can confide in bro. He basically tells Rogue that she should leave. Nobody likes you.
He was just
You're a
like,
fucking loser.
everyone's freaked the fuck out.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to touch you. Nobody wants to look at you. You
Professor
should get out of
X
here.
hates you. He's starting to grow hair
that's-
because of you.
He did say that. He's like, Professor X is fucking furious with you. Get out of here.
He stood up and walked around. He was pissed.
He was kicking his legs last night.
His legs in his Rogue then runs away. That's something Professor X can't do.
I mean, which really, like, all this Mystique disguising herself as Bobby, it's like, she's already in the mansion. Why not just, like, make moves while you're in there? You know what I mean? It's like, they did a little too much where it's like, you're already infiltrated the mansion. You could do more than just, fucking with the Cerebro shit. You could be slitting some throats or something, but she never does
infiltrate the
anything.
dealer, find a supplier. Yeah, dude, you're already in there. You're already fucking around. Logan then goes to Professor X looking for Rogue, and Professor X uses Cerebro to find her. But
Well, Cerebro, first of all, fucking perfect. I think they nailed that on the first try. That part with what has like the metal doors with the X, and then it does the eye scan, and then you hear the "Welcome, Professor." I'm like, let's fucking go, dude. They nailed that right out the gate.
Cerebro is a way for
Yeah,
Professor Xavier to amplify his.
it's his
powers,
his psychic powers. He's basically. Did you ever watch Thundercats? The Eye of Thundera, where he does the. He gets his sword,
yeah.
And then he says, "Give me sight beyond sight."
Oh,
and then he
shit,
can
that's
see.
right. Okay.
Yeah, that's basically what Cerebro
Oh
is.
shit, that's cool.
The Eye of Thundera.
He can basically like see. It's an antenna
Yeah.
for him. He can see into everybody. He can find people. It's what his and basically he was using it to find Rogue, but it was compromised because Mystique had gone in there previously. And
Well, not yet.
not yet?
Yeah.
Oh,
He
shit,
just used it as normal right now.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
A little trivia fact for you here: Cerebro is Spanish for the word brain.
Oh
I
shit.
had no idea.
cool.
Till literally yesterday.
Wait, where was I forgot where the professor or where the school is. It's in
Westchester, New York.
Okay, that's right. So we're in New York. Professor X finds her at the train station and sends Cyclops and Storm to get her. But Logan has taken off on his own to find her.
I like that scene too, because they're like Cyclops and Storm are about to leave, and he's like, "Where's my motorcycle?
Fuck's my
He's like,
motorcycle
what the
at?"
fuck? Where's my motorcycle?" And then we see Logan on the motorcycle. And I remember having that toy as a kid, and it fucking sucked. Thank you for getting that for me, whoever got that for me. But that toy fucking sucked.
Hey,
it was
you're
just
talking about it now.
Yeah, it was like an RC car thing with like Logan on a motorcycle. I'm like, this does nothing. Like, how can I fight with this
Yeah,
thing?
RC motorcycles never work well.
Never good because
Yeah,
it
it's
always
hard to, like,
it always had like the two little like wheels on the side like that. That's not
me
a
a
real
fucking
motorcycle.
car.
You give me a motorcycle training wheel.
Yeah.
That's what you just gave me.
You think I'm a loser? Yeah, Logan takes off on his own. Meanwhile, Mystique, disguised as Bobby, sneaks into Cerebro and puts poop water looking stuff.
I still don't get what this
Yeah, what is it, dude?
She puts like, it looks like a film canister into the thing. She twists it and it looks like poop.
It
water
does look
that
like
comes
poop.
out. I have no idea.
Maybe it's her
what
poop.
this-
Maybe it was just, yeah, get a little of this shit.
Yeah, poop.
Run. At the train station, Cyclops and Storm are intercepted by Sabretooth and Toad. Toad proceeds to take Cyclops' visor off.
Fucking cool.
And
that scene
this
where
was-
he just whips it off and just right through the wall or through the roof. That full optic blast is still fucking cool as fuck to this day.
It is dope.
Anytime I see that, it's dope.
And we're gonna get some good blasts.
here we go.
We're gonna get some good blasts and some good shots. You know what I mean? In this new one, Toad takes Cyclops' visor off with his big ass tongue, and Cyclops blasts a hole in the roof. Magneto breaks into the train, disables Wolverine, and it is revealed that Magneto has been looking for Rogue this whole time, not Wolverine.
That part where he like takes Wolverine and he starts spreading the claws.
Oh
and
my
he's like,
god, dude! I could feel that.
He does the Frodo.
But in
Yeah.
maybe he likes it.
Yeah, because he was like,
Oh shit!
and he spreads out like his whole body like this. Is like, oh, that probably feels really good for like 2 seconds, and then now it starts to hurt.
I bet that fucking I bet probably nobody's ever been able to fucking probably massage out his shit or decompress his spine.
He just recovers right away.
Yeah, you know what? I needed that. Basically, Magneto is the ultimate kryptonite to Wolverine.
Right. Yeah.
Magneto and Brotherhood.
Oh, it's the Brotherhood of
And the
Mutants.
Brotherhood
yeah,
of
the
Mutants.
Brotherhood. Yeah.
And the Brotherhood of Mutants take Rogue, and before they can escape, they are met by the police outside of the station. Magneto, he does his right. He takes everybody's guns.
He's like, what do you say? Your Homo sapiens and your guns.
I like this part when it's quiet, and then he just lifts.
He just
the
does,
cars.
or they say like, put your hands up. And he does this, and then just lets it
It's
go.
just quiet too, and you just hear the sound of the whoosh
in
of
his
the
face
cars.
too. He's like, I
This
got
ain't
you.
shit.
Boom.
This ain't shit, bitch. And he takes all of their guns and turns it against them and cocks it.
How fucking cool is this? Like this, and then Charles and Jean, obviously, they start mind controlling Sabretooth and Toad, demanding he'll let them go. And I just love this test of strength battle between Professor X and Magneto, showing exactly how powerful they are and how dangerous they could be.
Yeah.
Like you could just take guns away and start shooting people. Like, oh shit, this is fucking serious, right?
Yeah,
here.
this is-
and you can mind control. Like this is like the top of their game right now. What they're doing with their powers. Yeah.
I think Kelly brought it up too. Like everything you did, you're gonna do to me. Is validating my points, and this is validation right
For
here
sure.
of what they are capable of doing to the public, but they just aren't.
It's pretty scary. What they could do.
Charles and Jean mind control Sabretooth and Toad, like you said. Magneto says y'all ain't gonna do shit.
Well, Sabretooth first grabs his neck, and then he's like, what the fuck? And he looks around, and then he figures out, he's like,
oh wait.
Charles, why don't you come out where I could
Charles,
see you? Or he's like, why don't you come out where I could see you, Charles? And I love how it pans down to the car. It's like, of course they're not gonna like take him on one. They gotta wait in the car, and like, I think this scene is fucking genius. Like,
and
being able to mind control like the people right around him to talk to him, it's so good.
Yeah, because he can't mind control him.
Yeah,
because he's got
he said, "Can't you read my mind?"
Yeah.
And he taps his helmet.
his little helmet.
Yeah.
It's, it blocks him from being able to read his mind.
Yeah.
And Magneto says, y'all still ain't gonna do shit. Fires a gun into an officer's head and stops the bullet before it can
That scene
enter his
is
skull.
so fucking good because it pulls the trigger. There's a flash, and then like Charles does like a little he kind of blinks a little bit. He winces, and then you see the bullet just spinning in that guy's like. And then he cocks the other guns. And he said, "You better press your luck, Charles. I don't know if I could stop them all." He's like, I don't know if I could stop.
You know
them
he
all.
can, but he's just
I love that. He's like, I don't know if I could do it, Charles. You better watch out, dude.
Charles knows that he can, but he's just like, at
wanna
this
risk
point,
it.
I'm not
Can't
gonna risk any
that,
of this.
yeah.
He's like, I'm supposed to be a fucking good cop,
He said, "Then release me."
And Charles gives up, and the Brotherhood gets away. Logan is about to leave the mansion again to find Rogue, but runs into Senator Kelly, who appears to be Daisede.
Yeah.
Need help.
He's like, I'm a little thirsty. Are you sure about that, buddy? Because you're fucking leaking.
You're leaking.
You are sweating profusely, it looks like.
He's like, man, I don't know where else to go. I can't go to the regular hospital.
That's true, yeah.
They'll
You're
think I'm a
afraid,
freak.
yeah, you're afraid they'll treat you like a mutant.
Yeah, they don't take Medicare.
He does talk like that the entire time like this, too.
Yeah, he does.
I don't want to be alone.
The X-Men take Senator Kelly in, and Charles reads his mind. Charles discovers Magneto has created a machine that turns normal humans into mutants, but it does not affect mutants because they're already mutants.
Yeah.
You know, the X-Men figure out Magneto intends to use Rogue to power the machine after it nearly killed him.
I love that part where he does like go into his mind and he's in the chair and he slips out and he gets up. I'm like, oh fuck, that's fucking sick,
the little
dude. Yeah, he's like
transition,
walking around within his memories. I'm like, that's fucking dope.
That's dope. Like, he can't walk. Senator Kelly blows. Oh yeah,
He just turns into like a human water balloon.
he does.
And I still don't understand what he's supposed to be. He kind of blows up. His whole body turns into water. So,
Yeah, they're saying that he was rejecting it because it's not a natural mutant. It's not a born mutant. This is like an acquired mutation that his
it's
body
also a
was
failed.
rejecting.
It's a failed project because it actually kills the host. That's not Magneto's intention. He's trying to just turn them into mutants like him, but not actually.
But this is the result that you're gonna get.
yeah.
And I was talking about it before, but the way his character arc comes full circle in this moment before he dies, where he's talking to Jean and they have a heart-to-heart about like mutants and like why like we're human and all this stuff, and he's like, well, you have one less to worry about, one less enemy to worry about in me. And then that's when he
about too fucking late, Kelly. God damn it.
You already feared mongered the fuck out of everybody else.
Turned the votes against them.
Yeah, you fucking bitch. Senator blows up, turns into a human water balloon and fucking dies. Yeah, he's just sweats to death. Professor X tries to use Cerebro, but gets his head fucked up from the poop water that Mystique put in there. And he's just like,
Yeah, he's like,
and he's just rolling around. Jean then tries to use Cerebro after fixing it and finds out Magneto is going to Ellis Island where the Statue of Liberty is. On Ellis Island, we see the Brotherhood make their way to the Statue of Liberty. Sabretooth and Toad take out the security.
dude, that part where Toad is starting to take out the other guys, he does that thing where he leaps on top of the guy onto his shoulders and just crushes him. I'm like, ooh,
And he
that
does
is
like this
fucking
little.
brutal, like out of nowhere. What a horrible way to die. Like, I like how they depicted that. That was really good. He basically like Super Mario in his ass. Like, it was really good.
Shit, he did. He Koopa then.
That
Wolverine is now officially part of the X-Men team, and he gets his own little fucking.
They have like a little suit up
Skin-tight
scene where he
suit,
does like a little zip up, but it's not much of a suit up scene. Yeah, and
It's
he
not
does
much of a suit. So.
and he does that thing where he takes the claws out of the glove, and he starts like looking at it.
He's like, ooh.
That's the part I don't like about his claws, though. Whenever he's wearing the glove, it looks way more fake than anything he ever does. Like, at least with the hands, you could see it like coming out of the hands. When it's just the glove, you can't see anything.
Yeah,
so it always looks like super fake.
Yeah.
And he starts pointing with them too all the time. He's like, "Hey, what's up, bub?" I'm like, I don't like that.
You
Don't do
motherfucker.
That. It's like, don't do that. Don't point with your claws.
Don't do that.
Put those away.
That's more disrespectful,
Yeah.
if anything. I don't know where those have been. Those been inside you? Ew. They take off to go find Magneto. Inside the museum, Wolverine smells something in the air. I can smell it, and knows that they are not alone. He probably smells Sabretooth like he did earlier.
He's smelling Mystique.
Oh,
in this
Mystique?
part. Yeah, because that was the part where the other Wolverine comes around.
Oh, that's right.
And then, like, she was like, I know the other one's here. I just can't smell them. And then he just pulls out the claws, and the other Wolverine tackles him
That's
down.
right.
Yeah.
That's right. I was wondering, like, in this scene, because, like, we see Mystique, she pulls out her claws. Yes, Wolverine.
Yeah.
But to what extent does her,
Dude,
like,
I have been thinking about
powers,
this
like,
for 26 years.
Oh, shit.
Like, I have always thought about this because that part where she does that, and then it slices his claws. I'm like,
is her
shit.
fingers gone?
I think it's like part of her body that like is getting chopped off. But if that was the case, then Mystique would have like 4 missing fingers or something, right?
Four or like
3 missing fingers or 3 missing toes or something.
Yeah, I know, right? Like it's just weird. But
Forget everything you know.
Yeah, it's just this. Yeah. We
Yeah,
don't need to make it
and
make
this
sense.
Mystique versus Wolverine fight scene is probably like the most action-packed scene we're gonna see in this whole movie. And she hands him his ass.
does.
And I really do love that scene where she's still Wolverine. She does this like weird kick thing in the air, and then she transforms back into Mystique midair. I was like, oh shit, that's fucking dope. Or that part where they tangle up with each other, and she does the kiss at him. I was like, why would Wolverine do that? Like, which one's which?
What if it was Wolverine?
It was.
She's like, ew. Wolverine pops up. They both have a fight. He ended up stabbing her, right?
Not yet.
not
She
yet.
actually
Oh,
just
shit,
she
I'm
beats his ass, and then she just runs away at that part. Yeah.
Toad attacks the rest of the X-Men. He actually kicks like
Dude, yeah,
all their
hands.
asses, bro.
He does that thing where he swings from his tongue and he does like that double kick to
Yeah.
both Jean and Storm. And yeah, I was like, it's pretty sick. He does like a pretty good job. I mean, it's Ray Park. He's doing like his own.
He's
stunts
doing
and
his
shit,
own little flips and
Yeah.
shit, and Storm is just a placeholder. She's inside. What can we do?
I mean, he does have that part where he like kicks her down that elevator shaft and he kicks up the pole.
Oh yeah,
And then he does his Darth Maul thing.
Yeah.
I was like, let's fucking go, dude.
I always wonder why they did that, like just to showcase. But then finding out later, like, oh, that's Darth Maul. It's like, oh,
Yeah,
okay, that's
yeah.
his little double lightsaber, little fucking
his little
shit.
signature move.
Yeah, that's cool. Mystique tries to disguise herself as Storm, but Wolverine sniffs her out. Oh yeah, that's right.
Oh yeah, that's the part where she's like, we gotta see the other team, and he's like, we gotta get back to the group. And he's like, that's the problem. You're not part of the group.
She's like, oh, and then she just like she
that was good.
like transforms like the way she does into all the people that she was,
The
like all
claws
quick.
pop out,
yeah,
yeah.
the claws pop out, and then she falls and
You're not part of the group.
and like dies, quote unquote. The X-Men regroup inside the head of the Statue of Liberty when Magneto intercepts and locks them up. He uses the metal within the
within the statue. Yeah.
to
And that-
position everybody into positions where they just can't.
And again, them just like the bad writing that made Cyclops so bad in these movies is he's like, Storm, fry him. And then Magneto's like, oh yes, a bolt of lightning and a copper conductor. And then he's
real smart.
Yeah, he's like, I thought you lived in a school, you fucking
right, he
idiot.
did.
I'm like, why would they give that line to fucking Cyclops? Cyclops is way cooler than that. He's not dumb.
I think they made him try to be like a bro.
Yeah,
you know, they're trying to do like some bro.
They try
shit
to
with
make
them.
Wolverine like the more intimidating guy when it's like, actually, they're both pretty cool. They're both pretty intimidating. Cyclops could definitely hold his own. They just made him kind of like look like a bitch in this.
Yeah, I think they made him not the leader he was made to be.
Yeah, they definitely fucked that up.
Yeah.
That's why I hope when they bring them back, they're gonna hopefully make it right with James Marsden again because he deserves it.
I really think they pushed too much on like Professor X is like, yes, he's the dad, but he's not that leader, you know, of like the group that goes out there and physically does shit because he's just sitting in a fucking chair.
He has
loser.
to be. Yeah, I think that's why they also had to take him out, right? In this last, they had to take out Professor X because he is super OP, right? So he has to. If he was still in this fight, like at the end, it would have been too much for him. So you got to take him out.
The X-Men regroup inside the head. Magneto flies up to the torch and gives his powers to Rogue. Rogue begins to power up the machine. All the while, Wolverine and Sabretooth duke it out for round 2 on top of the statue.
Round 2 on top of the statue, and you
Just
know,
a lot of wires.
You could argue this is, one of probably the biggest fight scene in here, but as a kid, I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. As an adult now, especially that part where he's like on the tip of that thing where his claws go in, and he does like that whole
Oh,
full,
yeah.
like,
Where the
360.
yeah.
I was a kid, I was like, oh shit, that's cool. Nowadays,
you
I'm
see
like,
the little bit of it fall
yeah,
off.
and then now I'm like, that doesn't make any sense
Hell
at
no.
all. Like, what the fuck were they
That
thinking?
shit would just cut right through.
I
He'd
was
fall
like, you're
into his.
fucking
He's dead.
falling. How do you like go a full 360 around something
It's all in
without
slow motion,
cutting it
like
off?
they did
Yeah.
something here.
It's that Matrix time period again where like slow mo was the shit, right? So
They could have just been him, just like
yeah, he should have
clawing
just
back
like
up,
yeah,
like
that's
he
what it
always
should have
does,
been,
and then. I like the straight up.
where he does the double,
fist. yeah, the double fist into the chest. That was great.
Yeah.
What were we saying? Sabretooth thinks he's defeated Wolverine, but then he comes back and gives Cyclops back his visor, who blasts Sabretooth
This
away.
is that part where he fucking points with his claws again. He
Yeah.
said, "I'm not done with you, bub." He does that. I'm like, oh, don't do that.
It's not that intimidating because
Yeah.
it's like his shit's already
Because it looks all like flimsy and shit. It definitely looks like it's plastic when it's coming out of his gloves.
me.
And he like just holds it up, his visor thing, and then I like how Jean like kind of just takes it. She says, "Scott, open your eyes when I say so," and then he thrusts it like in a different direction.
Yeah. The X-Men come up with a plan to fly Wolverine up to the machine to destroy it. So it's like
I don't understand why Jean just can't do that.
Yeah.
Like, why do we need
Jean's
Storm
strong enough,
to
bro.
do that? Yeah, I don't know why we need both Storm and Jean, but
they just want to have Storm do something, right?
yeah, I think they just needed her to
She
do
was
something.
kind of like done,
Yeah.
checked out, you know. So they had her floating him up, and then Jean was stabilizing him to on
Even
top
though
of the
Jean could
device.
have done both easily.
Yeah. Cyclops blasts Magneto, and this was
he has
the
that
part
scene.
where he's like, I got the shot.
I do like that.
yeah.
I do like that a lot.
I'm taking it.
He said, "I'm taking it." Like that. That's what he should be doing. That is the captain of the team. Where he
what I
says
wanna know-
he makes an executive decision. He says, "I'm fucking taking it right now."
Why was she like so adamant against it before? Like,
I think she thought he was going to shoot the machine.
oh.
But if I was Cyclops, I'm like, no, I'm shooting the fucking
No, I'm
Magneto.
shooting the magnet. I take my shit up. I'm shooting. Are you kidding me right now? Like, eyes are closed. Are you kidding me right now?
Totally turned her head like,
Yeah.
you see that fucking guy right there? I'm gonna fucking shoot him. All right. I don't know why it took him so long to shoot him though. Like they were like this for a long
Yeah.
time, where you just like stopping his claws. It's like
You
you
would
just
think-
shot him right there. Yeah.
If Magneto was smart, and he'd have like a little shield, you know, he'd have
yeah.
like metal legs, at
Yeah.
least, you know. Anyways, Cyclops blasts Magneto. Wolverine destroys the machine. I don't know how he jumped in there. He just timed it perfectly.
Well, it's not like a force field thing. You just jump right in, like you. Could
But yeah, isn't
go
it?
through
It's
it.
spinning though. Like,
Oh,
there's
you're
there's
right. There
internal-
was-
we just like timed
You're
it
right.
perfectly.
I didn't
or
even
something.
notice
Like,
that. Oh,
damn,
shit,
just
you're
getting
right.
fucking,
Yeah.
Like, I was like, what?
You're right.
Wait, hold on.
There was a spinning thing. Oh shit! I didn't even notice that.
Fuck it. The movie ends with Rogue staying at the mansion and Wolverine taking
A
off.
little weirdly, oddly sexual between them two, where she was like, hey, you taking off again?" I'm like,
You're quitting on
Wolverine,
me?
Fucking walk away. You're goddamn 100 years old, and
Yeah.
she is 15 years old. Walk away.
Yeah, there was not like that. I didn't get that father-daughter
No,
sense
it
there,
was
unless
it was a little creepy, especially when
talking
he
stepdaughter.
Yeah, he like. You know those videos that you watch.
I
But
don't,
he-
the videos that I've heard of.
and then he like gives her the dog tags. I'm like, that's a little much, man. Like it's weird already. You're already making it
Yeah.
weird. You're making it more weird by doing this.
Wolverine basically wants to find out more of his past. And so do we.
He's going to Alkali Lake in Canada. Which, yeah.
Canada, man. Magneto is now in a glass prison. Glass and plastic. Everything's
Pretty cool.
Yeah, it's
Even the
cool.
chest set is glass, which
Yeah.
is dope. Is a dope.
That is
ass
cool.
chest
I
set.
like the whole setup and everything, and they're in a giant like bunker that's I think
Yeah.
made of like the same stuff that his helmet was made of or something. Like,
Yeah,
right?
it's like some kind of like all plastic and glass, and like I like the little bridge that like goes between the
Yeah.
cell and the thing. Yeah, so
there's got to be some metal in there somewhere.
So he's basically locked up. Magneto was like, you know, what are you gonna do when they come after you at that school? And then Charles is like, I'm gonna feel real sorry for anybody who tries to fucking step on our shit.
Hell yeah.
If you wanna fucking come see me, that's what,
Come see me,
that's what Professor X says. You wanna fucking come see me? Get over here.
But this also
We'll take care of
shows
that.
their relationship where it's always Professor X who is always the optimist in seeing
Right.
like I know you that you have the ability to be good or do things the right way. And I still see that, and that's why he's always showing up.
He knows
you know?
it's the right cause that he's fighting for. He's just doing it the wrong way.
Yeah.
As always, right?
Can you blame the guy?
I guess not, you know, especially when you've been fighting for that long. They've been trying since they were young to do it the right way, and it just doesn't work. I mean, and they're not completely wrong. But
No.
Myles, give me your final thoughts on X-Men 1, and we will do a preview of the next episode as well.
My final thoughts are: this is albeit it's very rough, and it doesn't stand the test of time when it comes to like outfits, when it comes to dialogue, when it comes to, or I'm not going to say dialogue. I'm saying like some of the writing the line delivery,
Sure.
you know,
Yeah.
the dialogue still holds up to today. Like the parallels to today are just uncanny. It's crazy, you know, even more so than it did back then, you know, and I'm sure there was parallels back then. So with that being said, in that me being older and understanding that more, I mean, I think it's a good watch for like getting into the whole Marvel and introduced to some core characters.
I mean, I put this in the same category as Blade 1. You remember how we were talking about how if this was on USA, if this was on TNT, FX or something, like, yeah, I'm watching it, but I'm not going to really seek this out to go watch it anymore, you know? Maybe,
that's
you know,
true.
as I get older, it just gets farther away from us. It doesn't really hold up as well. But, you know, it might just be me and my nostalgia. I do enjoy this movie, but I don't need to feel to watch, you know, have the need to feel to watch this on a regular basis, maybe not even on an annual basis, but it is fun to watch once in a while. But fortunately, like Blade 2, the series does get better with its second iteration, which I am very much looking forward to. But which leads us to a preview of the next episode, which is going to be Blade 2.
Blade.
Directed by Guillermo del Toro.
Yes, dude.
And I am very excited about that. But go ahead and give them the plugs, Myles, of where they can find our podcast. And we are out of here for today.
Yes, sir. Sortainteresting.com. That's where you can find this podcast in its audio and video format and all of our podcasts from the past. You can also find us at Instagram on Instagram at Sorta Interesting Podcast. You can find us on YouTube at youtube.com/Sorta Interesting, patreon.com/Sorta Interesting, Apple Podcast, Spotify, anywhere that podcasts are available.
Yes, sir.
Is where you can find us.
All right, everybody. We will see you next week for Blade 2. Peace.